This next guy, I never met him in person until today, despite, coincidentally, growing up in towns literally right beside each other in North Carolina. He's a North Carolina native. He joined the Army at 18 and spent 13 years in military intelligence. He joined social media in 2020. He currently has over 6 million followers across platforms. That's where I know him from, and you probably know him too. Give it up for Jolly Good Ginger.
What's up, DC? What's up, veterans? I'm going to do something before I get started. Let me see if this works. R.I.P. Nipsey. Listen, before I say what I got to say, I'm going to say what needs to be said. Currently, the unqualified, undeserving Fox News host that has the title of Secretary of Defense, he is attempting to erase the history of our armed forces. You see, you understand that there were black, indigenous, and people of color who went to war for this country only to come home to be hated. And they are erasing that right now. They're taking it out of the books. They're taking it out of the museums. You can't do it. The Tuskegee Airmen existed. The Buffalo Soldiers existed. Black soldiers went to World War II and came home to no GI Bill. These same soldiers drafted in Vietnam and came home to no home, only hate. We are American history. The veterans of this country and the people that fight beside us, no matter their race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, identification, every single one of them have more patriotism in their fucking pinky than that goddamn draft dodger Trump. How dare he sit in that Oval Office and delegitimize veterans of this country, fire employees of the Veterans Affairs, take away the things we have fought for. Speaking of fighting, when my country called me and said, go to Iraq, Jolly, I went. When my country called me and said, go to Afghanistan, Jolly, I went. Well, now my country's called me to come to Washington, and fuck it, I'm here. If you think that it's going to be as easy as they think it was going to be, sorry, you're wrong. We come with demands. Let me list them for you. Right now, in the building behind me, in the Senate chamber, there is a vote for cloture happening right now. Demand number one, Senate Democrats, get your head out of your ass. Senator Chuck Schumer, I'm talking to you. Vote no on cloture, or we will do what we do best, and we will rally the troops to make sure you never see a re-election. You will not win a seat in this Senate, in this Congress, without the support of these veterans. Vote no on cloture now. Demand number two. Currently, there is an unelected South African billionaire running amok in our capital. My instructions for this is clear. Get his ass out. He needs to go now, not yesterday, and tomorrow's too fucking late. What does he know about efficiency? What does he know about patriotism? What does he know about government? He only knows what's in his best interest. How dare we allow this? Get him out. Demand number 3. This is our final demand. House Democrats, you have what you need. Trump has done enough. Impeach him now. You cannot pass executive orders that are in direct violation of our Constitution. You can't take an oath to the same Constitution that you wipe your ass with. You cannot come in and day out and ignore the courts, ignore the legislative branch, ignore the checks and balances. You cannot call yourself the law as he has done. This is grounds for impeachment. House Democrats, that's your sign. Impeach him now. Do your job. Lastly, the last thing I want to say is to the people standing here today, especially the veterans of this country, the families of veterans of this country, those who support the veterans of this country. People say to me all the time, Jolly, what do we do? Organize. That's what I'm going to tell you now. Leave here. As I came in today, a lot of people come and said hi to me. By the way, I appreciate you, love you, thank you for the support. I asked them, where'd you come in from? Colorado, New York, Washington, Connecticut, Vermont, from sea to shining sea. So that means when you leave here, you will go back home to Connecticut, Vermont, New York, Colorado, California. When you get there, organize. When you get there, organize. We, the people, have more power than the people in power. But if we don't organize, it means nothing. I was talking to Senator Booker last week, and he said something. He said something I agree with. He said, if you look back to all the movements in this history of our country, civil rights movements, women's suffrage movements, all right, all the movements throughout time, we can list them all. It all involved people in the street. It all involved a mass organization of people. And I know that everybody's waiting on somebody to do it. Here's your sign. That wasn't loud enough. Here's your sign. So I'm going to close out on this. If you're a veteran in this group, I want you to join me when I say this. I state your name. Do hereby solemnly swear. Orford! Orford! To defend the Constitution of the United States of America! Against all enemies. Foreign. Go ahead. Love you guys.